17-year-old Pat McDuffy shared a lot in common with Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. What kind of things would you do? Go midnight bowling?
We go midnight bowling, we go hang out at...
Once also a proud member of the Trenchcoat Mafia.
A duster.
He wore the same kind of coat.
It was a Western duster, it wasn't a trench coat.
He listened to the same German heavy metal music. And while they would talk about Hitler and speak German in school halls, Pat insists there was nothing unusual or dangerous about any of it.
Weren't trying to kind of stand out and make people a little nervous with the swastika, speaking German.
No. We've been speaking German.
But the behavior frightened other students, and a deep divide developed within the school.
Everybody's aware of the Trenchcoat Mafia. I don't care what they say out there, they all know.
Why?
It's not like you notice all the kids look the same except them.
They'd sit there in their car and just blast all their dumb music. And I mean, they're just weird outcasted people.
Everywhere they went, they heard rumors or someone yelling something at them. Freak, go away, get out of here, you're not wanted.
Tiffany Typher met Eric Harris in German class. She was his date for freshman homecoming.
He dressed normal, just pretty much a normal.
Only he wasn't very popular.
If you weren't accepted in the jock group or prep group, you were outcast.
Eric's dress and behavior, she says,
he started dressing in black,
changed over the next 3 years. Introverted and shy, Eric found a group of friends in the Trenchcoat Mafia.
But I know when he got his trench coat, he was really proud of it.
Eric's best friend, Dylan Klebold, another shy kid who shared his fascination with video games like Doom and German rock bands.
Some of the lyrics were about going into a school and killing people.
Eventually, the taunting and teasing Eric and Dylan suffered took a toll.
I think that they were ridiculed so much through their high school career. They were living up to their reputation of being freaks and goths. So
Tiffany says the rejection
sometimes tell when he was talking about, like in his eyes, he really hated those people.
The full extent of the anger that overtook Eric and Dylan became apparent on Tuesday, when students like Aaron Cohn, caught in the school library, say the two shooters specifically targeted athletes and minorities.
And because they came in, they said, all the jocks stand up, we're going to kill every single one of you.
Oh, they really hated athletes, because the athletes were the ones that made fun of them.
But enough to kill them and themselves?
I never thought that they would ever do anything even remotely close to this.
Jeff didn't seem like the kind of kid that there was anything to worry about.
Pat's mother says Dylan Klebold was often at their home.
He was polite and yes ma'am and no ma'am and kind of a little shy.
Eric Harris was described in much the same.
I thought he was a wonderful kid.
Karen Good, who lives one door down from the Harrises, had encouraged her 16-year-old son, a football player, to ride to school with Eric.
And you have to sit now. I'm not going with that kid. He's strange, and he kind of scares me.
Did he kind of scare you?
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
It was in the last year Eric and Dylan's role as the persecuted changed to persecutors. They made a movie.
It was a spoof on Rambo, and instead of Rambo being in Vietnam, he was in a school, and they were killing off all the jocks, pretty much.
And that was the point of this movie.